arena players, and then like 3 people from stream because I accidentally
gonna-
had the password of an eye for a bit.
So accidentally, yeah.
But that's fine. They deserve
We
it.
sort of decided later on.
Yeah, I mean they got in really quickly, so I feel like
My
they
favorite is the people who have already removed their tournament tags. Just not proud. They're not proud.
So,
Look at this Sunstrike.
I awake from contemplation.
So yeah, but one big change we made to 10 vs 10 is we made the kill limit 150. So
Oh,
Oh no!
Don't dare pull
Give
me
me
in.
in! Give me in! Give me in!
Don't you dare pull me in!
yeah, there's surely no way that goes wrong.
yeah, I'm just gonna use Sunstrike, like right here.
Zeus is tryharding.
Who picked Zeus?
Banned.
I don't
Banned
know.
for tryharding.
No.
No trying. Get good. Why are you trying?
Also, if you're watching this on Bomi's channel, shout out to myself.
Shout out to Team Gifted. Best
Shout
team in the
out
world.
to me. Please check out my YouTube. I'm poor. No, just kidding.
Shout out to OTA. They underperformed as everyone expected.
Shout out to all the shade being thrown.
Shout out to Shade. Keeps you away from the sun. It's good for you. Good for your heart.
Shout out
Prevents
to
like,
Team Bomi.
skin cancer.
Excessively.
Winning
Also counted.
16 to 100.
Wait, no. It's the sun.
I count that as a
It's the
win.
sun.
Hey.
I'm gonna buy back in Sunstrike, don't worry.
A moral victory.
So hey,
Bye back. So hey.
I will not die now. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Sohei. You can Frey is the voice of Sohei, so you should just voice line the whole game.
That was not good.
That was not good.
How do I play
Go on
this?
TI for OAA? Yeah, once we have to stand on me, Bill. Don't worry.
Shout out to all the salt in Russian Dota.
With a $1 prize pool.
So he reads Twitch comments.
I'm up for Sohei reads Twitch comments.
Freylad, so sad.
Oh shit.
Shinder. How do I steal assets?
Like the final best of 5. I don't think we'll have. Like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Then we get
Best of 3 seems just fine for a tournament this size.
I think we can only either stream the semifinals or make the grand finals a best of 5. And I think I'd rather stream both the semifinals.
Also, the grand finals were already like long-standing, determined as best of 5. You know, like that would be not the best of 5, best of 3. And that
Please
would be
make it a
pretty
best of
big
10.
rule change. Last
Yeah.
second. While just saying, hey, I want to stream all games, so this is how they're going to be scheduled, is not a rule change at all.
so he levels.
Yeah,
up.
a minor
Yes,
scheduling change doesn't affect the way that people play, where a best of 5 actually can. It can actually affect their strategies and how they plan on drafting and stuff.
Oh, that is a good question. I will contemplate on this.
You mindful of Tombstone? We've actually like, I don't know, like I think the lag in this game mode has been significantly reduced recently.
So
Like
I
just
favor
taking away
body.
all of the problematic heroes really kind of fixed a lot of the problems with it, I guess. So, but
Rainbow Dash, of course.
by the way, to anybody watching, if you want to play OAA, it's just an arcade.
OAA.
It's on Open Angel Arena.
Yeah,
play
play
it.
our game. It's sick.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like great.
Game is good. We're professionals.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Kind of are. Not at making OAA.
Meme professionals.
Professionals in our own little way.
Professionals at making games.
The OAA dev team is the #1 dev team at developing Open Angel Arena in the entire world.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Undeniable, I find.
And it's PC exclusive.
Oh no.
Like any real video game.
Oh, damn, Sam.
And this is like-
Ooh, dim sum.
I think we're going to like have some deja vu in this game.
I'm just gonna like follow Milbershek and
Attack him
pretend that I'm
one more
useful.
time.
Man, I'm really happy with all the tournament, man.
Yeah, that was sick. That was so fun.
Yeah, I really hope tomorrow, like, we get, you know, a good number of viewers. I hope people are interested in seeing it.
Yo, tomorrow's gonna be awesome. If you found any entertainment in today's stream, then tomorrow's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Someone has to take the Russians down, or something. Or
Yeah.
the Russians will take it. We shall see.
Well, I mean,
We should find out which
or if they're all
countries
Russian, then
the
like
teams come
doesn't
from,
make any
just
sense.
so we can like talk about it and stuff.
I
That'd be
don't
cool.
know the teams. So.
Yeah, we know one of them's a Russian. I don't know the
I
rest
know
of them.
one of them is at least one of them.
Yeah,
And you got beaten.
MTY is a Russian team.
Help me. Why me? Why me? That's...
We need to develop the lore for so that way making lines is a lot easier.
what do you need? Develop lore. Oh, yeah.
Like some, you know, if people want to help out with that, it's always.
I could probably do it.
You got a good idea.
I don't really want anybody else to do it, though. Because if anybody else does it, it's gonna be some shitty...
It's gonna be really
intro
bad.
lore. It's
So,
gonna
yeah.
be like, and his parents
Super
died.
edgy.
Died
on a quest to
And then he had to-
avenge a stolen dog.
Dark
The stolen dog killed his parents
You know,
His family was cursed.
by an ancient sword.
then it must be a curse somewhere. Like,
There's
there's
gonna be a
curse
curse.
somewhere.
There's gonna
His
be a
beard is
wizard.
cursed.
It's gonna be so fucking bad.
gonna be
It's
an
gonna be
evil guy somewhere sitting on a throne.
It's like, oh, so hey, I have waited for you. I will defeat you and your beard.
He'll have his powers
No.
because he needs them, not because he just like trained up and has powers.
He's gonna have to
Yeah,
fight
they're
Dark
like given
Lord.
to him by some deity because, you know...
Yeah, or like out
He's
of
the most
necessity
special.
because he grew up on the streets.
Oh, yeah, the
He
streets.
has,
That's
he has
right,
to
the
fight Dark
streets.
Lord in the end, though. Because long ago in a distant land.
It's a
Yeah, that's right.
two.
Fuck you,
He
Derpy.
has his magic
We'll
club
use an ultimate just
to
on you.
destroy
What
the
about it?
Dark Lord.
Problem?
Coming with me, guys.
So, Sushama just asked why we don't have like a all-star match tomorrow as well. One of the big problems that, and this is not just a problem that, like, it's not really a problem we had, I guess, but a problem that happened a lot in esports is that, and this was kind of like a few years ago, is that a lot of tournaments for really all kinds of games are always trying to host like all-stars matches and like, you know,
Yeah, like fun
side
lulzy
events,
stuff.
right? And their thinking was always, well, these players are already knocked out of the tournament, so, you know, it's not like they got anything better
What
to
else
do
are
than-
they doing?
Right? They might as well play in here. Turns out that the players that get knocked out of the tournament, they don't want to deal with your shit.
They don't want to play anymore. They just
don't wanna
lost.
play
Yeah,
anymore.
let's go.
I just wanna chill in here.
Right? The general mentality of players that get knocked out of the tournament, if they were like actively, seriously trying to win the tournament and thought they could, tends to be, fuck this shit. I don't want to deal with this.
And
So-
they want to debrief. They just want to talk about the games and stuff. They don't want to play lulzy dumb shit.
Yeah. So, generally speaking, the idea of like getting those kinds of players to like play some lulzy mode never really happened, like even in like mainstream esports. Like they tried, but they could never get the players to do it. And yeah. So generally speaking, what has been going on now, and this is something that I like a lot more, is that people tend to do these kind of lulzy modes on like days before the tournament even like fully begins. Summit does that. Smash is really good at that. Like Smash
Yeah.
in particular as an esport. They always have like day one of like any big tournament. Well, not any big tournament, but a lot of big tournaments. They have day one where they just do bullshit. Right? They'll play like weird low tier tournaments, or they'll do the most common one is crew battles. But they don't do that on the 2 days when the actual bracket is on, because like I just don't want to do it now. They're just not interested. Tomorrow, I don't think that would really be an option. I also think tomorrow's stream is very likely to go very long as is, and that would just push it even longer, and that's something I want to avoid.
The fuck was that sound?
That was Tusk, I think. With spamming his ult.
Oh, I haven't heard that particular spam before.
Me neither.
Unix, you fucking troll.
Come on,
I tried to body block Unix into the boss so that way he'd die.
Roshan, you shall die this day. Oh.
The lore competition for Sohei? Okay, but with my restrictions. Here are my restrictions for the lore competition for Sohei. He meets with his parents once a week for dinner.
Of course.
He has a very healthy relationship.
He has a
with
very
that is
healthy
strained by
relationship.
anything. No
He has-
backstory related to family.
He has a very nice, healthy relationship with his parents. They meet up once for dinner. Like, if they are next to each other, like, you know, like if they are in
In a town somewhere.
like in a town together, right? Then they'll meet up once a week for dinner.
Yeah.
They
Second,
have a
here's my
fight once
second
per
restriction on him. He has a job and a hobby. Right? Like he's trained to do a job because he went to school to learn a job. And he has a hobby because he likes to do something in his free time.
And his powers are not. He just got his powers by being a monk.
man.
He just went to the temple, trained, and now he's Sohei. And there's many like him.
And the fourth
He's
restriction
not the
is-
greatest Sohei that's ever been. Sohei's a type of warrior, kind of like samurai. He's not the best one ever.
Warrior monk.
Yeah, that's the fourth restriction. That he's not the best at what he does. He's just one of them.
He's a
just
humble
does it.
monk.
Yeah.
He's just the one that ended up in this universe.
He may try really hard, right? Like he may be like somebody that tries really hard, but he's not the world's best chosen one. Those are my three
Yeah, he's
not a
restrictions
chosen one.
on how to write Sohei lore. So if you now want to go ahead and write it, then we can do it. Like, sure, go ahead. I'll give you $10 if you give me something good.
Oh,
$10, let's go.
and then
Alright.
long ago in a distant land, Haku fight a samurai. No. No. Long ago in a distant land, I, Dark Lord.
Right? What meme is that?
Samurai
just Frey.
Japanese.
It's just Frey's life, the meme.
He's just like making
Mind
memes on the go.
Mind of Frey. Yes. All right. Let's see here. What a foolish soy. Hey,
But yeah, and that's something important to keep in mind. Sohei is not a name. Sohei is a job. So that would actually be his job. Like he is a Sohei. And I was like, if he was a butcher, you know, he's a Sohei.
Yeah, and yeah, for the sake of writing it, his first name is Takuan.
Yeah.
I guess like a soy is like a title, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like samurai.
Yeah,
That's the
samurai.
best like analogy
title.
for the type of word that it is. It's the same like part of speech.
Yeah. So I am the meme. Some say. some say soy. I have clean now. It's good. Definitely more like voice lines for like Battle Fury and like Agony and stuff. Or clean.
Are you going to be doing post-tournament game analysis? We can't really do that because we don't have replays.
Yeah. There's no replays for custom games. For anyone who didn't know that.
Oh, dude, if we could standalone OA, would so have replays for custom games.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah, that would be. I want that so badly, man. That is such a cool idea. Like, we wouldn't just make standalone OAA, we would make a really good arcade. Just to go along with it.
With
I love
tournaments.
that.
Like everything that's implemented in our game would be available
Yeah.
to the custom game creators.
Yeah, if we make
have
like a new
matchmaking,
ability
custom games have
for
matchmaking.
Euro or something, then it's just like, hey, here it is. You want to do something with it? You know, here's how it's done. Did you guys know that Valve implemented vector targeting, but they didn't make it available to coders?
Yeah.
Unlike custom game creators. We
There's a
just cannot
lot
make
of
vector
features.
targeted abilities.
That
It's not something
stance
you can
makes you
do because they
unbiased.
just didn't make it available to anybody.
Oh, what's going on? There's still fighting going on here.
It's the secret they only found out.
Only they may know the secret of the vector target.
Maybe they have C secret artifact code in it.
Oh,
Top
like
secret
confirmed.
artifact. It's they actually wrote all of artifacts inside of Engelir's targeting first cube.
And it's compressed by 90%.
Yeah, and they also have the secret like location of the Well snack bar.
It's all of artifact. Not even a little bit, just all of it.
A little bit here and there. No, not a little bit.
Just a small amount of artifact. That's why they play the secret game called Nothing.
Ah, nothing is good. Oh, there's a snowball. Go. Go ahead.
Go hey.
Shit, I'm dead now. This is not good. This is far from adequate.
You know, something that I think... So, I don't write a lot, right? But I do write a little bit for, like, Pathfinder. Like, I write characters for that.
Finding
And something that I think, like, just for anybody in chat that's like interested in actually trying to write something more story, something that helps me so much with coming up who a character is to just give them a job and a hobby. That's the first thing I do with any character.
Yeah, like if they weren't doing this important
What's
thing,
this?
is their role in this
Yeah.
universe? What would they be
I'm a
doing?
good troll.
What would they be? What's their job? What's their hobby? Right? And like if you just start out with a character that's just like, well, this is a soldier for the king, then you're like, well, but if they're wearing a soldier for the king, well, he's also trained to be a baker and he likes to play the violin. And all of a sudden, you're like, well, now I have a very clear picture of who that person is. Right? If somebody is a baker and also likes to play the violin, you all of a sudden have an idea of what kind of character they are, you know, what kind of person that is. Now, if you just say it's a soldier for the king, well, I guess, like a little bit, I suppose.
No, I had it.
But it's much more vague.
What happened to my model? So he just went upside down and ran like upside down onto the map. Like, imagine you turn the world upside down like you run.
Should we do a little boss rushing?
Oh my god.
I mean, they killed like 10 bosses,
So
and
he
we killed one.
definitely plays a Taiko. He's got a stick. Plays Taiko drums, yes,
Oh, did they remove Viper's talent that he can attack buildings with his poison attack?
I mean,
We removed it.
Oh, oh yeah, we removed it. Haha. That makes sense.
Ah,
There's no attackable buildings.
we know more than you.
Vipers, now you can use it to attack trees. Yes. Now
Viper
attack
now
the
turned
well.
into an Apache helicopter.
No, Ako fight. There is no
Boss rush?
enemy in this world.
Don't make fun of me, chat. You forget things,
The
okay?
Sengsoy is a weeaboo. How dare you?
Most weird is Japanese.
Shameful display. Maybe a little bit of not even my final form.
This is not even your final weeaboo.
Not even my final form.
This is not even my final weeaboo. This is not even my final meme.
That means to me.
I hope so. If the day phrase final meme comes around, we're all gonna.
It's the day he dies.
Yeah. Like that's just it. We don't want that anytime
We
soon.
don't want to find the
We want Frey to keep happily memeing.
For all time.
I'll transcend my physical body.
Meme god Frey. He's a meme god.
This guy.
No,
I
don't
have
kill me.
battle fury now.
Oh, I just had a black hole.
Soy was the second born of his family. Oh wait, now Twitch is moving. No! Damn it!
Can we give a recap of the tournament? What would be the recap of the tournament?
Everybody died.
Elsac upset EQ. Everything else happened here you'd expect.
Yeah. Like, so in terms of like what we did, the first round we went up against a team that had 2 people on it that were playing OA for the first time. That was mean. They didn't stand much of a chance. The second game we went into super tryhard mode, played against Timo. Timo got destroyed. Like Timo's team just lost really
We
bad.
truly annihilated them.
And third round, which is the last round today, we played against the Russians, and the Russians beat us. The first game was, I wouldn't necessarily say fairly close, but I would say it was competitive. You know, it was something where both teams were putting up a fight, and if one team, like, you know, like they outplayed us in the end, but there was definitely a chance for us to win that game. The second game, not so much. The second game, we just got destroyed. Like, we didn't know
What the
what
fuck
we
is
were
telling you about Sohei?
It wasn't well done. Like, we just lost that one.
We just
Oh.
got riggedy wrecked.
Sohei doesn't have a wraith form, like a wraith model.
Oh, does he not? Yeah, I
Really?
guess so.
He's
It's
like
not a
invisible.
different model. It's just a coloring effect.
He disappeared when that happened.
That's funny. Huh.
Like, it might have been something else, like going on with the map.
I think we need to.
I'm still taking that. Prepare.
What do we need to remove?
Go for it, you
Terrorblade.
got this.
Like, we left Terrorblade in the pool here because we thought that maybe he's fine, you know, just kind of giving the hero a chance, but, you know, with all of these illusions, you can really see lag. I guess Wraith King maybe too, you know, like his Aghanim's effect.
Oh, does that do something?
Yeah, it summons illusions. Like, anything that creates more units is a problem, because it just
Wait.
lags the game.
Wraithing makes
Especially illusions. Illusions matter a lot more than units.
Which are the wraiths count as illusions?
You know, the thing we would have to do...
Oh yeah, wraith forms aren't illusions. That's your hero with a different coloring effect.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
Wraith
guess
form doesn't spawn illusions at all.
That's just like
Frey is correct. Frey knowing how game works better than us.
but yeah, I mean
obviously. Duh.
I know some stuff.
But yeah, and then yeah, other than that, outside of the like our games, the tournament bracket went pretty much as expected, with all of the teams that we thought that would winning. Although there were some upsets in there, like
LSAC,
Elsa
EQ,
I don't want to
big
talk
one.
about it.
Woohoo! My words are huge now.
and Pada's team losing fairly early as well. But you know, like for Pada's team, you gotta keep in mind that one of their players wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
And they had a pretty.
Otherwise, it
mediocre
would be
stamina.
by far the biggest upset.
Yeah. It still is.
So just take my backstory. That's right.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start soloing this boss. You guys can.
I lived in the far north of this eastern country.
Despite that, I think the tournament so far went really, really well. We had like a good amount of viewers, like 1,700 at one point. And I'm just hoping that tomorrow goes just as well, if not better. And tomorrow we're gonna be casting the semifinals and finals. We have both teams, like all teams that are now in the in that part of the tournament, they already earned money, right?
What's the
They
kill
are
count?
already in the money.
Yeah.
However, they are now playing to double that money. Anytime they win a set, they will get twice the money they did before, which is obviously pretty significant. Winning team gets $5,000, and
2,500.
yeah, 1,250, like guaranteed to everybody right now. And that's kind of the situation. So I just really hope it goes smoothly. Like honestly, if tomorrow goes in terms of viewers as well as today, then I'm happy.
Whoa! You can put patch notes in items now.
Yeah.
That's cool. We should figure out the tooltip style for that and add that to our items too. Whenever we change stuff,
Probably.
Oh no.
really easy.
Should be locked away.
I'm
like
sure
the
it's probably
targeting.
just a special prefix you put on the thing and then it appears. Just like Aghanim Scepter is just like you just name it a special thing and it appears on the ags magically.
Okay, that's an easy triple kill.
Oh god, CBB, what are you doing to them?
Just Cataclysm. I didn't even watch.
It's pretty funny.
I got a good spell. I got a good spell for the first time.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Okay, seems like we're winning.
Nice, chill.
Oh no. Oh no. Deflect arrow. Oh. Pretty got some.
By the way, that's something I find kind of funny about Soya is that everybody always assumes that I am inspired, like that the main inspiration for the hero was like the Diablo monk or anything like that, or like
Literally
the
any other hero from any other game.
Right, the hero from
The storm.
Minecraft.
what's his face?
Minecraft.
From that storm.
Hero, yeah, Karasam from Heroes of the Storm. Like none of that is even close.
Hots of the hots.
Finding our path. As it were.
Like the actual main inspiration for the hero was D&D monks.
Yeah. Pathfinder D&D.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
Awesome.
unsurprisingly is the inspiration for all of those characters.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why you see similarities. But the hero, I think, is still very
Going
different
back to
from a lot of those characters. Because, like, honestly, Karasam just doesn't have that dashing ability. None of them have that momentum ability. I don't know. I still get triggered when people call him a clone of Karasam because he's just not.
He's not at all. He's like one ability in common, or maybe just even lore. I'm not even sure if he has an ability in common.
So the way Karasam's dash works is you can only dash to allies. Here's a list of Karasam's abilities. Q, you dash to an ally. W, heals allies around you. E, you do you get additional attack range and you deal additional
We're going on an
and
adventure,
you attack
Pada.
faster.
No!
And then the ultimate, you select an AoE, Karasam will randomly attack units in the AoE and just
Don't
do
kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
X damage
Don't kill me.
to each unit in the AoE. That's
Yay!
Karasam.
Finally dying.
There's a zombie after me. Help.
The dash is
Yeah, like
any
you
unit.
can
okay,
see
the dash-
thematic
the
similarities.
dash is any unit, sorry. The dash is any unit.
But it's still unit targeted,
yeah, it's unit
which makes
targeted.
it
It's nothing
more
like that.
similar to his Aghanim's effect than
Yes,
I love
and that's the thing. Like, I will freely admit that the Aghanim's effect is very clearly inspired by Karasim, because what Karasim does is he dashes to an ally and activates his AoE healing. Right? Because I really think that's a very interesting playstyle, and I liked it a lot, and I thought that would work well for Sohei. That part, I will freely admit. The rest of the hero is incredibly different, and I don't know why people keep saying that he's similar to him in that regard, because he's not. It's just people that know nothing about Sohei and know nothing about Karasan making comments about both of them.
Totally.
This is a big fight.
Hey, Pada, I get to be salty too, okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with you. Also, I
We all
love
get
ramen. I love ramen. It's fucking just homemade.
How about adding 10 versus 10 before the tournament starts? Nah. Look, we're gonna have a lot of games to do tomorrow anyway, so I would just like to focus on that. I think that would be something that we can keep in mind for next tournament, where maybe we do something like that ahead of time, but not tomorrow.
So his
yeah.
backstory.
Maybe like next tournament we get the captains of the number 1 and number 2 team to draft all-star teams to play an all-star game before all the stuff, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
And we'll put like a small little price pool on it, like maybe like, you know, I don't know, like $100
$10
or
each
something.
player.
Right, so like 10 versus 10, everybody gets $10 if they win. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's enough to like try, right?
I'm the slowest boss killer, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't care.
No! So he dead. Oh, do the colors of the items show up in backpack now?
Next up, LOD tournament.
No, backpack's black and white still.
Yeah, I've noticed that the upgrade cores
there-
are very similar.
So there will be an IMBA tournament soon, and we're gonna help run that, by the way.
I've actually
Oh,
If you
That's
guys
great.
like custom game tournaments.
I am
There's-
winning
I've
that
sort of run
tournament.
into small, like it's not a big thing, like confusing the upgrade cores in the backpack. Like they're very
Yeah, we
similar
actually
to-
changed a lot of their icons so that it's less confusing. You'll notice that tier 3 and 4 used to actually be indistinguishable in your backpack, and now they do have noticeable differences.
Lovely,
graphic.
lovely.
And then
I
the
thought it
rest,
was
like
every other
some of
tier
them are
that
great.
was official.
Oh, good.
Well, 2 of their colors were nearly identical, and then 2 of their icons were nearly identical, but not the same 2 pair for those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess in the backpack you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
what
in
I
the
meant, sorry.
backpack, when the colors are different but the icons are the same, you can't tell the difference. So tier 3 and 4 used to look the same in your backpack, and now they don't.
Yeah, that's what
I'm just
sorry.
doing the slowest tier 2 boss that's ever been taken.
The slowest tier 2 in the world.
I might actually run out of mana before I kill it.
Is it a slow run, the new competition for speed running?
Slow running. What is the slowest?
It's much less popular.
Like really low end PCs. got it.
No, I'm not gonna get him.
You want the black hole? You want no.
Like you have to be able to run the game as a low end PC as possible and then run it slowly.
Oh no, we're gonna get black hole.
Oh no, what's going on here?
I don't see
This is
anything.
pure insanity. I have no idea what's going
Insane.
on.
Yeah.
I'm just placing wards.
Yeah, Frey of Sohei is also in a nice spot. You can't just put an ultimate and be happy.
Hey!
Oh, I didn't realize I was Wraith form. I could have placed one
Healing
more ward today.
touch! Oh. Fuck you.
Takuan is Sohei.
So amazing.
So hey.
So hey.
Hey!
My kill?
Jumper J!
Yeah, my kill.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, we
Oh,
won?
that was game. I didn't realize that was final duel.